So now let's move to the formulas section. So here on the formula section, I've got the three functions that I've got. I've got time to calculate time, and then we've got data extraction, and then also we've got a bit of data cleansing and formatting, just changing the cases, uppercase and lowercase of our text that we have. So on the time, we've got the first one is equals to today. So this function will give you the day as at today. So basically, like if you're running reports where you need to capture a date every day, so instead of you capturing the date, you can actually input this formula, and then every day it refreshes by itself. So here, how do you write this sentence? So every formula in itself, it starts with an equal sign, and then you put in your formula. Without an equal sign, it will give you an error, or it will not even calculate for you. So let's go. So on today is going to be equals to, and then you type today, and then open bracket, shift and open bracket, and then you shift and your closing bracket, and then that's it. So you can see this is my 13th February 2024. So today is what? You're going to see here 13th February 2024. So here, this is how you do it. And then we're going to format it because you can see it's starting with the year, month, and date. But if you want it to have to be in the ordinary way we read the date, we start with the date and the month and the year. How do you do it? So let's just click where the date is, and then right click, and then you click on format cells, and then go to custom. So by default, it should be by number, and then go to custom. And then in here, let's just change it to DD, and then MM, and then YY, 4 Ys. That's it. And then click OK. Can you see now our date has changed to 13 February 2024. So that's how you get the access to the date to get to today's date. And then now let's go at the now. So now this function, it retains the date and time as at now in the moment. So the syntax of the formula is equals to now. So you type now, and then open bracket, and then you just close the bracket again. And then, but can you see it's actually complaining that the cell is too small. That's why you find these hashes. So where you find hashes in a cell, that means the cell block, it doesn't fit what is in the numbers that are in there. So how do you fix it? So there are about two ways you can actually fix it. Number one, you can click between, you can get your mouse to hover between the F and G at the end of the column where there's that line. So until your cursor is like a thick cross, then you double click it. Can you see? There we are. So it's actually 10 past 7, and the date is 13 February 2024. Or let me just I'm gonna undo. So how do you undo? You click on this back arrow on that's available on the top of your screen, and then I'm gonna go back. And then the other alternative of how to do it, the other way of doing it. So you right click, just click on the F on the column to select the whole column, and then click on the column width, and then let's just make it to 20. Yeah, there we are. So now it's exactly this. It's actually bigger. So this is how you do this function. Now let's do the next functions, which are to get the day out of a full day, and also to get the month out of a full day, and also to get the year out of a full day. So these are the days that we get. So from this one, we want to get the date, only the 25. From here, we want to get the March, or the number of the March, which is 3 in a year. And then the year, we want to get the 21 or 2021. That's what we're going to do now. So the syntax of the formula is you tell it because we want to retain it as text. So that's why you find here it's an equals to text. So there's something I want to explain. So if your laptop uses a semicolon, so wherever I'm putting a comma, and if yours is not working, you put a comma, that means you need to use a semicolon. That means in the regional settings of your computer, it's been set to use a semicolon. I will run another maybe lesson to actually help you to say how do you change it to make it a comma. But for now, if wherever I'm using a comma, yours is not working, make sure to use a semicolon. So let's go. So on the first one, on this date here, 25 March 2021, we just want to extract the number 25. So how do we do it? So you type equals to, and then text, because we want to return the number as text. And then you can say now it's asking you what do you want the value, which value am I going to work with? So we point to the date, which is on our right, where we want to get that 25, and then comma. So for you to get anything which is as text, you need to use the double inverted comma. So after the comma or semicolon, the machine uses a semicolon, then hold your shift down and then click on the double inverted commas. And then you type in DD, which is our day, and then shift and then close the double inverted commas, then close your bracket. There we go. Can you see now we've got our 25. But then if you want to get the short date, like is it a Thursday or Wednesday? Because Wednesday is going to be WED, Thursday is going to be THU. So what you do, you just let's toggle in on the formula bar. So if you click here on the formula bar inside next to the D with your mouse, left click next to the D, and then just type another D. So can you see our number now? Our date is now THU, Thursday. But if you want it to be a full Thursday, all you do, let's toggle again after the last D number 3, and then you type another D. And then if you enter, can you see now it's Thursday. So I'm going to repeat. So if you want it to be a full day, you must have 4 Ds here. And then if you want to have just the 3 letters, then you must have 3 Ds. But if you want to have a number 25, then you must have the 2 Ds. And then let's go next. So here we want to get the month, the 03. If you look at this date, can you see it's 2021, 03, which is the month 25, but we just want to get the 03, the month. How do you do it? So you type equals to text, and then open bracket, and then what is the value we're working with? It's going to be this one, and then comma, and then our shift double inverted commas. Now we are telling it we want month. So MM, and then shift double inverted commas, and then you close the bracket. Can you see there we get our 3? And then if you want your match as a letter, the 3 letters MAR, what do? We then just toggle into the formula after the M, left click with your mouse to next to the M, and then add another M, and then can you see there's our MAR. But if you want to have the full month, then you also click and next to the M, and then you put another M. Right, here we go. So you got the match. So I'm gonna just undo working backwards. So if you wanted your date to have the full month, you must have 4 M's. But if you want it to be three letters, you must have the 3 M's. And then if you want it to be just the 2 M's, to have just the number, is gonna be 2 M's. Now let's go to the year. So on here, to get the year out of this date, we use the same. The formula is still the same as if to begin with is called equals to text, and then open bracket, and then you point it to the date, and then comma, and then our shift double inverted commas, and then we're gonna have year. Let's start with the year and then shift closing inverted commas, and then close bracket, and then there we go. So we go to 21, and then but if you want it to be 2021, what we're gonna do? So when I'm here, I'm gonna click F2. Let's click F2 just to bring the formula where we are, and then in here next to the YY, just left click on it, and then let's put a Y to make it 4 Ys. So there we go. You got 2021. So working backwards. So if you want it to be a full year 2021, you must have your 4 Ys. But if you don't want it to be a full year, you must just go back and you must just put what? The 2 Ys. So then that's it. So we are done with this section.